many places in the area remain underexplored, and especially the prolific northern onshore and offshore area, in the classic Miocene reservoir in Gulf Hammamet, the deep Cretaceous place, and related salt-related place in the Gulf of Gibbs. So in this slide, I will try to analyze the current situation of exploration in Tunisia and analyze try to understand the scenario, the current scenario. So here we have two maps to the app that showing two different upper block maps from 2010 and 2023. And it is shown in the first histogram when we have an increase of number of upper blocks versus the number of license. As a consequence, we have a decrease in the exploration activities in wells and seismic, and also this will influence the investment in exploration in Tunisia. We have here in the energy independence ratio, with the focus in the last decades, we have a very dramatic down. And this in general is because many general challenges. Let's cite, for example, the increase in domestic demand, some fields approaching to the end of commercial, producing commercial oil price fluctuation during the last decades, some political instability, and also the 2020 COVID-19. But let me now shift your focus on what you have as potential reserves in Tunisia. Here I'm trying to simplify the key plays existing in Tunisia. At least we have 4 of these plays with analogs worldwide. We have the foothills, we have the unconventional, as said this morning, we have the grabens and rift and grabens, we have the delta, we have the carbonate and colastic. So we have a potential, but the question is how to unlock this potential and how to open these new opportunities. So here we have 2 cross-sections, one from the north area and one from the central, that shows the underexplored reservoirs that we have. For example, from north onshore, we have the thrust belt area, we have the Pre-Miocene, the Cretaceous reefs, and many stratigraphic troughs. For the central area, and mainly in the Gulf of Gibbs, we have a deep Cretaceous reservoir that are underexplored. Let me now bring you an idea about what we have as data. And these 2 maps that shows the exploration activities in Tunisia shows very well what I'm saying at the start. We have different level of exploration activities across the different bases of Tunisia. For example, in the north onshore, there is a very poor and very poor density and coverage of seismic data and also of wells. The same thing in the Short Basin, and the same thing in the Central Pelagian Basin, despite the existing of the opportunities and the potential that I am saying. So let me now show you this opportunity, examples of this opportunity, and I will highlight the seismic imaging challenges that we have. So I will start by the first case study from the Pelagian Basin. And this Crimean curve by wells for Pelagian Basin combined Tunisia and Libya and split by reservoir shows that the Eocene by far is the largest share of most, and with most of which in Libya and also in Tunisia, but the other reservoirs are underexplored. The first uptick here in the curve, the red curve, is the Upper Cretaceous that was done after the giant Mescal field, and also the second uptick after the Lambuca field discovery. And this shows that the other reservoirs are underexplored in the Pelagian Basin regarding to the Eocene Neolithic reservoir. So let me now show you what we have as seismic to evaluate this opportunity. And this example of composite line from the Gulf of Hammamet that shows a very poor data quality, and using an ETAP in our department, using this data after a multiple interactive interpretation performed using many seismic attributes and some interactive interpretation, we identify this probable Cretaceous reef built-up structure, which is confirmed by the Akuda velocity well at the vicinity, which shows this reef facies. Here we have another example of data in the Gulf Hammamet. This case is from a 3D data, but this 3D data shows an energy penetration, a lack of energy penetration in depth. And this mainly, as shown in the energy attribute, this mainly due to doesn't perform the right seismic design and the right velocity modeling work. So despite the potential of the Birsa reservoir in this area, we are not able to interpret the Birsa amplitude, and we often use the Ain Ghurab target as a proxy event. So here, the interpretation. Another problem with the same data here is the shallow gas cloud, often referred to a gas chimney. So actually, this is a gas chimney study established in the Nebel project that shows a very potential structure that exists in this area, but the seismic it's not able to show us or to delineate this structure. This is another opportunity. This is another data from the Gulf of Gabes, and it is clear here that we have the potential of deep structure in the Cretaceous level, but we are the focus on the above Nummulitic reservoir and the poor seismic imaging in this level. It is very limited, despite the proven analog of Biscar field at the same area. So here an example of good reprocessing effort with the legacy data to enhance the target Cretaceous performed by BG. So here we can see how we have a better image in the structure crest in the Cretaceous level. So this is using this seismic, we are able to identify this interesting opportunity, reef built-up Nisr structure. This is another opportunity located in the same upper block, which is the Nemer prospect. It's this prospect designed to test gas in 3 multi-reservoir, and it is just 10 kilometers away from the proven Biscar gas field. So the key imaging challenge in this basin is to improving imaging below Mesozoic, better delineate the Cretaceous reef built-ups, remove the shallow gas effect in seismic imaging the elimination of salt and salt bodies, and imaging the pre-salt underneath the basement. Let's move to the northern onshore and offshore Tunisia, and here structural map that shows that we have the similar conditions, similar structural condition with this the Sicilian Channel, but so here we have the different structural trend, and in the Sicilian Channel in Italy we have there is discoveries of many fields, oil and gas, but in Tunisia rest under explored. So